Good morning, everybody. Subby here at Baumgard's Weather Center. Man, we got another wild and wacky day of weather here for West Central Missouri planned out. So, of course, we already have wind gusts, as you see here on your screen, up to 42 miles per hour this morning here at the Weather Center. We can expect wind gusts up to around 45 throughout the morning, and we will constantly see those temperatures begin to fall. We've already hit our high temperature of the day here about 35 40 minutes ago, and now we're going to start to see those temperatures begin to drop slowly as we go through the day. A chance for rain showers this afternoon, probably sometime after 2 o'clock. And then as we go into the evening hours and into overnight, we could see some of that mix in with some snow and have some snow showers. I'm not expecting much of the way of accumulation for us here in West Central Missouri. Maybe on kind of like it was Saturday night during that surprise blizzard we had, where the grassy surfaces, you could tell there's a dusting, maybe a quarter inch of snow on top of that, but I don't think we're going to have any problems on the roads or nothing like that. We're only going to drop down to about 30, 31 degrees overnight tonight. So, again, this is going to be a very heavy, wet snow when it does change over, but we are not expecting to see much of the way of any kind of problems. It's just going to be cold because those winds are either going to be stronger on the backside of this system when it comes in. We could see wind gusts 50, 55 miles per hour coming out of the northwest instead of the southwest as they are right now. And of course, that is going to lower the wind chill readings overnight tonight. And then we're going to cool down for a couple, 3 days after that, with highs only into the mid upper 50s for tomorrow, but we will remain dry. So here is our weather maker. It's currently sitting out there in central Kansas right now. And very impressive low pressure system sitting around 987 millibar, which is about equivalent to a Cat 1 hurricane. I try to put those relationships there so you kind of understand these low pressure systems that we've been hit with. The last three storm systems have been extremely strong. And it makes it harder and harder for these as they get stronger to expand out and pull in more moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Just like this one right here, remember winds go counterclockwise. So we're getting fed in some drier Pacific air, air coming across land. Mexico, Texas is the wind that is being actually pulled into this storm system, not the Gulf of America moisture that we're always used to, because this is so tightly wound up. So these are very strong storm systems, but you can actually see these winds actually wrap around some of that snow on the backside of this low pressure system. And then, of course, as we go through the afternoon, we see that transition. This is 6 o'clock tonight, and we see most of those rain showers have changed over to snow showers. Now, even though we're not expecting to get a whole lot of accumulation, with 50-mile-an-hour winds and this snow, your commute tonight might look like you are traveling in Siberia tonight. So it's going to look a lot worse than what it is. But please keep that in mind as you get off work today, start that commute back home, and then it will be out of here probably by 10, 11 o'clock tonight. It will move on off to the east, and notice that 540 line. That 540 line is the freeze line, so 32 degrees or below. And notice that that freeze line is all the way down here into Louisiana and Mississippi. So very, very strong storm system. Luckily, we are just going to get kind of a glancing blow. I've had a few people ask, is this going to be our last chance for any snow? And I don't think it is. I still think that last week of the month, from say the 22nd through the 1st, I think that time frame, the LRC is showing another big storm system that is going to be tracking through. Could give us a chance for some severe weather. And then on the back side of it, we could get some accumulating snows on the back side of that storm system. And that's coming in that last week of the month, maybe April 1st, right in that time frame. So I don't think it's going to be the last time we see snow this afternoon. But I do think that once this storm system comes through that last week of March, I I really think that's going to be our kind of our last ditch effort to get any more snow for this season. And of course, you guys remember my severe weather outlook that we went through here about a month ago. Uh, we started off kind of early for severe weather, and then we kind of hit kind of a lag time, and then our busy time is definitely going to be the last week of April into May and again into June before we finally start to settle down a little bit. So it's going to be kind of most of the time we get most of our severe weather April, May, and then by second, third week of May, it's pretty much done for us as that jet stream retreats back up to the a little bit further south. We have the upper Midwest and Great Plains, northern Great Plains. That's when they start to get into their active season, and so yeah, we're in it for the long haul this spring, and we do have several storm systems I'm keeping a very close eye on that's going to cycle back again here in May and into June, including this storm system that I do believe will be in a little bit better position to pull in some of that Gulf moisture and provide a focus for severe thunderstorms as we go into that May. Let me look here. So we've got April 15th through 19th. That looks like that is going to be a very active time here in West Central Missouri. And right around April 30th, that April 15th through 19th, that is going to be more in line to what we're seeing last week with that big strong storm system that broke records. That was like 972 millibar low pressure. That is the one that's going to be coming back around April 15th through 19th. And that is going to be likely a very active period for us here in West Central Missouri. So, for you farmers out there, make sure, remember that we're going to have a dry period before that system makes its way through here, right around the 4th through around the 10th of April. That's going to be a key time because we're going to be looking at several chances of a lot of rainfall coming in after that. We have the 15th through 19th, and then we have April 29th and 30th. So that's going to be a really good time to get out. Make sure you got all the field work done. If you're going to be doing any early planting, that to me would be the time to get out during that time because we're going to see several rounds of rain and thunderstorms going forward after the round the 3rd through the 10th. So anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. Remember, those winds are going to be howling throughout the day today. 45 mile per hour wind gusts. And then as we kind of get on that backside of that low pressure system, that rain changes over to a mix or over to to snow showers, we can actually start to see those winds pick up even more, up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts as we go into the early evening hours. So everybody stay weather aware, and we'll be talking to y'all soon.